it's good. Good experience. I'm just ready for game one. Kind of sets a mindset where kind of like the Boston College and Notre Dame game that going into this week, or going into week one of this year that you're going to be starting. So it's good knowing that. So,
have you made an emphasis coming out here on the practice field this year compared to last year? Are you having a different mentality when you get out there with the guys, when you're going through work? Has anything changed from that front?
I think the only thing that's changed is trying to be more of a leader, trying to show that more of that leadership role, trying to be a little bit more vocal. I'm a quiet guy, kind of lead by example, but I know the coaches, I'm trying to break my shell, trying to be a little bit more verbal each and every day.
What was the biggest thing you learned from your 2 starts last year, and how beneficial is it that you've got 2 starts under your belt as you now go for the long haul this year?
Biggest things I probably learned from that is just how to prepare for a week going in as when you're your starter. Going into the Notre Dame game, I knew I was going to be a starter, so that kind of helped me prepare. And coming in right now, coming in first fall camp, being a starter for the Georgia game week 1, that's basically what I learned is how to prepare, how to be a starter, and how to take it up leading to the first game.
What is the biggest thing you learned in preparation, just all the details that go into something like that?
Probably the biggest thing I learned is just how much time and effort you got to put in. Being a starter, that I know that you're the leader of the offense. Being the quarterback, once you start week 1, you're the leader of the offense. So you want to put everything in your power to make sure that you're ready to be able to lead the troops out to the offense and make sure that you're mentally prepared, that you put your team in the best position. So I think that's the biggest thing.
You got quite a tall bunch of wide receivers out there. It's got to be fun to throw and catch with those guys. Talk about the development of guys like Ajo, who seems to have taken a step up so far this year.
Ajo, man, he's done a huge job. Huge. I'm super proud of him, man. From what he's did last year, from after last season leading up all the way here to fall camp, he's made huge strides. And you can see it out here in practice. He's balling, man, making great plays, going up and grabbing the ball, moving, running, looking light on his feet. He looks really good. So I'm happy for my brother Joe.
He hasn't been out here yet for fall camp, but what does Justin Ross bring to this offense?
I think the whole world knows what Justin Ross brings. I think he's the best receiver in the country. Justin Ross is Justin Ross. I think that just speaks for himself.
What did you learn from Charles Barkley today?
Oh, yeah, man. I had no clue Charles Barkley was showing up at the team meeting today. Coach Sweeney called me over. He's like, I want you to meet somebody. I knew he was going to be a guest speaker. I didn't know who it was when I turned the corner. I'm like, oh, shoot. It's Charles Barkley, man. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's Debo, the paint. So I'm like, that was super cool. Getting to meet him, getting to hear what he said, and just all the stuff he had, just all the knowledge he had. That's a Hall of Famer right there. 2-time Olympic gold medalist. He's a great basketball player. So you just be able to hear his mindset, what he took from playing basketball, and then see if he can apply that in football.
Do you think you could post up Barkley?
Heck, today, Barkley. Nah, still. I'll give him his props. No, I have no shot. I'm not playing basketball, but he's a good player. I'm going to do that.
Probably golf better. He had to go back to California.
He fixed his swing. His swing was a little different, but I'm not the best golfer at all, so I can't speak to my golf game. I think I've seen something on this one. He
looked better now.
That's what I'm saying. He looked good. So I know he took a couple swings in the golf center today, but I didn't get to see it.
Speaking of looking good, are you amazed at Tyson and how good he looks so far?
I think everybody counted a lot of stuff for him. Tyson, man, 4 months. I think it's been 4 months since the injuries happened, and he's out here doing 7-on. He's doing almost everything out here. I was just super proud of him. You can tell from the type of person Tyson is, the type of faith that he has, the type of faith and love that he has for the Lord Jesus. You look at him, he's out here playing, and he's having fun, being a great teammate. That's all we can ask, man. Just be a great person.
Have you spent some time this offseason looking at Georgia's defense, or are you going to wait till you get closer to that?
No, I've been looking at Georgia.
What have you seen?
Yeah, it looked great defense. It's got great players, a lot of people coming back. We've got a great up front, great secondary, got a lot of transfers coming in. It's going to be a great game.
When you start with a caliber of opponent like that, you think it both adds up the focus and attention to detail in camp, just knowing you have some margin for error, throughout that?
I think so. I think a little bit. I think for the most part, we're just all excited just to be able to play the first game. And then knowing that we have a quality opponent in Georgia, a really high caliber team, I think it just makes it that much more fun going through.
I'm sure a lot would be made of the fact that you've got 2 high school rival QBs, Southern California guys, certainly Alabama looks like it's going to have one as well. Do you make anything of the sort of California QBs coming to the Southeast? Is it a narrative that has legs to it? Do you feel like back home there are people that do recruiting more on national stage now?
I think it just puts perspective on Southern California quarterbacks. The Trinity League itself. I think we have 3 stars with Bryce Young, and Jason Daniels, all come from the same high school league, not just the same area in Southern California, but the same league. So I think that just puts it in perspective on how good that high school league is, how well our 2 high school programs are compared to college football.
Do you think there's something to sort of the under JT sort of, I guess, field defense would refer to him as quirky? Maybe. Do you think there's something to that sort of Southern California or Southern California QBs different than everybody else?
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe we have a little bit more. I think just we have a little bit, just a little different than people. I guess. But I feel like that's what every quarterback can come from. Where we're from. I think everyone's different, and you can just say that. You can probably say that for every quarterback comes from somewhere else.
What did you learn from Trevor about how to prepare for a game? Did you come here thinking you knew how to prepare for a game, and were there any differences in what you thought you knew versus what you learned last year, how to get ready?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know how to prepare for a game for high school. You learn those basic materials. But when you get to college, it's a different level. You learn it from Coach Tree, you learn it from Trevor, you learn it from experienced guys here that've been here for a while, and you just kind of pick up on things. It's just different things you have to do.
A couple examples.
Just spending a lot of time in the film room. How much time you need to spend in the film room, stuff like that.